Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. Kind of a cool graphic that you could change up quite a bit. I think this time I'm going to make the center lines a little thinner. And if you'll kind of take a screenshot of that right there, that's what we're going to end up doing. The most important thing you do is start in the center of the page. So to do that, I'm going to take a six-sided polygon, hold down the control button, and then I'm going to hit P. By doing that, when I make it a triangle, that is in the center of the page as far as rotation is concerned. I'm going to take a rectangle. I'm going to make it a little thinner. I'm going to hit P, and I'm going to Control D, alternate C, which I really don't have to, but I will, and rotate it 60 degrees, and then Control D again. Then I'm going to take a short 2-point line, about like that, and hit P. Put it in the center of the page. Now, I don't have to alternate C this because it's in the center. Control D, rotate it 120 degrees. Well, actually 60 degrees. And then Control D. Well, I already have that one, so I don't need that extra one. And that's going to give us some reference lines to pull from. And you can see they're right in the center of the page. Now, here's a couple of shortcuts we can do. I'm going to take from that intersection to that line, and then I'm going to take from that intersection to that line. Then I'm going to go over here and go from that intersection to that line, and from that intersection to that line. Now, Corel has put those lines together. I'm going to make them black for a second, and they've made these together. So now I can shift select all those and Control G, Control D to duplicate them, alternate C, and rotate them 120 degrees. That way I didn't have to draw those extra lines. They're already there. Now, I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool. First of all, I'm going to group this together, Control G, so I can get it out of the way in a second. I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool on any color. I find it's just easier just to pick a light color and fill all these spots in. And you know what? Another thing we could do that would save time, let's do that. No, let's just continue. It's not that big a deal. I thought we could fill in some and rotate them. And we can in a second. So now I left those intentionally because I want to make them a little bit darker. Just a hair darker. And I'm going to maybe well, you know what? I'll leave those. So now I'm going to take this one right here, and I'm going to get the interactive fill tool, and I want to make it darker down in that crest. So I'm going to get black. Whoop, I missed the mark. When I miss the mark, it just goes into the next cavity. And I think that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to grab this one, interactive fill tool, and I'm going to put a little black in its part. And then I'm going to angle this up where they're more like that. Now, if I group these two together by holding down the Shift key and Control G to group them, Control D to duplicate them, I can rotate them 120 degrees. Okay, evidently I didn't, let me make sure they're together. It's a group of two objects. Control D, alternate C, and have it rotate 120 degrees. Now I'm going to go up here to Object, Order, Front of Page, and it does that. Now I can Control D, alternate C, 240 degrees. That saved me a lot of interactive fill tooling because it did those. Now we can do this side. We'll do the kind of the same thing. We'll go ahead and put darkness. You know what? I'm going to put darkness to that point. Get a little black. Too dark. So we'll bring this in, bring this out. kind of make it look like, you can't use the attribute eyedropper on that because it's going the opposite direction. But we are going to save a lot of time by having it be able to rotate it. So that one is selected. I'm going to shift select that one and Control G, Control D, alternate C, and rotate it 120 degrees. It's on top because it's underneath is the last thing I've made. So I'm going to go order front of page. And then I'm going to Control D, alternate C, rotate it 240 degrees. That saved me a lot of time. Now there's everything in the world you could do to this. I'm just going to move this out of the way. Evidently I didn't have that grouped. And you could change the outer parts, very easily. Take this one, hold down the shift, select that one, and let's make this one just a little lighter. So we got like 3 shades. And you could just keep going. But let's group this together, Control G. Now let's take a rectangle and make it black. Go Object, Order, Back a Page, and see the black lines. Whether you like them or not, you don't have to put those thick lines. I think it just adds to it. But then we're going to get the interactive fill tool on the black, and I'm going to swipe across and get elliptical and put it like right in the middle. And then from here, you could do anything you want. So I'm trying to get a circle, so I'm going to bring that in. This one is your control. And you don't have to use black, but that's a pretty cool graphic. Anyway, hope that gave you an idea or two, and thank you for watching.